out with all the little seedlings. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. They've got some diddly squat stuff. It's an actual joke at this point. I'm in seed heaven. It just keeps producing. I've already got a flipping cucumber. These are all tomatoes. Looking beautiful. In Home Bargains. Jerry keeps standing on the garlic. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a very, very, very different vlog. I thought, what better way to start a gardening vlog than in my greenhouse? Yes, I have a greenhouse. I live a whole separate life from what a lot of you watch with me shopping in Primark and Prada. I actually have a passion which is fairly new, to be honest. I would say the last sort of 24 months, I have very seriously, well, you know what I mean, very seriously, I have learned a lot and got into gardening. I've mentioned this in vlogs before, but I have never done a dedicated video all about kind of gardening, my garden at home, what I'm growing this year, because I am a gardener that loves growing veg. Like I've got a couple of flowers on the go, but honestly, my favorite thing is veg. I'm a true foodie at heart, so I think this is kind of where this whole love of gardening has bloomed from, if you pardon the pun. So yeah, it's gone from about 24 months ago, starting a few seeds in the garden, buying a few plug plants at the garden centre, to having a full-on allotment, which I've had now for 1 year. I just actually renewed my tenancy here, and I've got a half plot. I will be showing you around it, and that is where my greenhouse is. Before we get into an allotment tour and just what I'm growing here at the allotment and just doing a couple of little jobs, I have actually got some footage that I took from a week ago or so. So we're going to start off where we go to the garden centre with Nan, because I filmed that. I thought it was very appropriate. And then I will show you some of the stuff that I'm growing in my garden. And once those clips are up, we're going to come right back here and I'm going to show you around my allotment. So we're at the garden centre. We're on the indoor bit, obviously, at the moment, where it's like a little farm shop. And then there's all of the very overpriced kitchenware. Literally so overpriced. Like, look at this. For those of you who watched my last Temu haul, I literally got the exact same things as these. A pack of 3 as well, of these brushes. And they were 89p from Temu. And here, £5.99. Absolutely insane. There is some stuff that's really cute in a farm shop, like stuff you can't get, like really different things, and obviously like fresh bread, chutneys and stuff, and artisan cakes. Salted caramel cake, what's this one? Banana chocolate chip cake, yum. See a chocolate one there as well. What we got down here? Cinnamon swirls, hot cross buns. Oh, cherry bakewells, Andy would love that. We are looking forward to seeing the plants though, that'll be good. Oh, look at that. Chocolate mini eggs Rocky Road slab for £5.89 there. Lint bars. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. They're like little chocolates that are hot cross buns, but look at that. Woo. Fresh cheeses, and I mean like these, you can get them in a corner store. Like that's what annoys me. Some of this stuff is just very normal things. Oh, I love Stokes. I get it on Ocado. I love their tomato ketchup. Genuinely the best thing ever. Didn't know they did sweet chili sauce. Might have to try that actually. This is fun though. Look, they've got some diddly squat stuff here. They've got the diddly squat book, and then what else have we got? This is the bee juice whiskey. You got his gin, another book. You got the chili pasta sauce. How much are we looking at for this? Are you joking me? It's an actual joke at this point, because I probably would have bought this, but not for that price. The mustard smoked chili mayo, that sounds really good. And then he's even got the olive oils here. It's nice to see diddly squat, but my goodness gracious me, that is a lot. Is this all diddly squat as well? Yeah, I think Hawkstone. Isn't that? Yeah, it is. There we go. For 4 bottles of lager, 11 quid. Whew. Okay, well, I'm in seed heaven. It literally goes all the way around, and then they've got all the Mr. Fothergills, which is a good brand over here. It's just quite expensive. I'm in the market of getting some corn seeds. I can't see any from Mr. Fothergills though. I picked up these ones. Can't seem to see Mr. Fothergills corn seeds. Oh, here we go. Oh, I don't know which one to go for. They've got that one, looks quite nice actually. Don't know whether to go for that one or this one. Pot of gold. I quite liked the sound of that. Right, we are now out with all the little seedlings. This is all brassicas. I'm probably going to avoid some brassicas because I've already got pak choi and Oh, that's Cavallera Nero. I would like Cavallera Nero. I do like that. Oh, good. I need some broad beans because mine have not done too well. So we've got broad beans. Here we go. Vegetable strips. 3 for $10.99. I'll be getting some of those. They've also got some peas, but I've got plenty of peas that are going to be on the go. But I definitely am going to get 3 of these broad bean plants. Oh, these look really good. We've got some leeks there. What's this? This is spinach. I've never had success with spinach. I find it always just bolts. All the different lettuces, I've got some at home. Beetroot. These are carrots, but I recommend you do not buy carrots from plug plants. I had success last year, but everyone told me to not do it. Same with parsnips. You shouldn't really buy plug plants of parsnips and stuff. You should direct sow them. I mean, I've personally been fine with it. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that lettuce is. How lovely. That's Lollo Rosso. I could eat that now. I don't know about planting it. Oh, wow. Some of these are just beautiful. Is this nasturtiums? They look like nasturtiums. Yes, red nasturtiums. These will go like wildfire though if you put them in. Right, I'm definitely going to grab some broad beans, and I may have also picked up a couple of bits already, so I will be showing you a haul. We're home now, got a cup of tea. I'll show you everything that I picked up, obviously after this, but look how cute this mug is that Nan got. She actually got this for me last week or the week before in Home Bargains, and I thought it was very appropriate to this video. So cute. Also, how cute is this? Nan just wanted this from the garden centre. It's like a super bright pink hand fork. Flora Bright. Very cute, to be fair. If I'd seen that, I might have got one as well. So we got everyone down here. There's Jerry. Here's part of the Aosom greenhouse from Out Sunny. And look at the progress. Oh my gosh. Dad's done. Amazing. Jerry keeps standing on the garlic. Mum's here too, and yeah, the structure is great. And we all said how nice this colour is, like it's actually painted. Jerry! You can really see the shape of it. So this is 6 by 4. And look how perfect it fits on this little section. So it's all wood chipped. And then there's actually a sliding door as well. And then all of the pieces of the polycarbonate are over here, and there is a side that's, so this white side has got to go facing the sun, and then this is the inside bit. I'm so excited. We just put up a fruit cage as well. This is more so to stop like butterflies going in, hopefully. And yeah, we've got a few things growing. I'll show you in the clip before this or after this, but this is about the greenhouse going up.
Summer is always surprising me in just a bit. It's mid-July, then it's gone, and I haven't moved on. Summer is always confusing me. Honestly, I thought I'd feel warm, but I'm cold. It's getting old. I've said so many times, when summer comes around, I'll be ready for the ride. I'll be ready this time. I'll be ready for it all. But then suddenly it's fall.
What would I do without this one? Hello, you. So, we've come back, and it's another day now. I just did a little carrot harvest, and it quite literally is a little carrot harvest. I experimented doing carrots in this planter rather than in the ground, but I've actually grown them in the ground last year over here, and they came out really, really well. So over winter I just wanted to see if doing the container carrots would be any good, but the soil wasn't deep enough. I didn't put enough in, so this is as big as they're going to get, but that's fine. We're going to cut off the tops, excuse me. We're going to cut off the tops, and we can just have these as baby carrots. You don't need to peel them or anything, little like chantenay carrot style ones. So I'm going to chop off all the tops and get them ready for washing, and then I'm going to plant the broad beans because I want to get these out ASAP. So I picked these up at the garden centre, as you've seen. It was 3 for $10.99, I think. So I'm going to pop those underneath the archway. I think that will look really cute growing up here. So I've got some canes in the car, and I'm going to set the canes up with some string for some support, and I'm going to put them along there.
I've said so many times, when summer comes around, I'll be ready for the ride. I'll be ready this time. I'll be ready for it all. But then suddenly it's fall. Next summertime, summertime, when I found myself, I'll be better off than last year. This time I'll be fine, I promise. Fine, I promise. Next summertime, summertime, when I found myself, I won't turn around.
Looking beautiful, all stringed up, and then obviously when they get taller I will add more string. So water them and they're all good. And there you go, that was everything that I have done at home. The broad beans went in lovely, and actually they have absolutely boomed since I put those in, like I said, a week or so ago. So down here at the allotment, as I mentioned, I have got a greenhouse. Well, you can see it, I'm stood in it. This greenhouse was very kindly gifted by one of my favourite brands, Aosom. You know, I've spoken about them in the past. A few bits of my garden furniture is from Aosom, and I could not believe it when I seen that they did greenhouses. Guys, these are so affordable. The one I'm in right now is a 6x4 foot, but they do 6x6 foot. I think they may even do a 6x8. You can get really big ones from cheaper through to more expensive. You can get just the little cabinet greenhouses as well. I've also got the one at home, like the goes over the floor. I think that was also from Aosom as well. Plus at home I just put up a new planter, which I want to quickly show you when we go home today. And yeah, it is my favorite thing. I'm not gonna lie, I got so excited. It is very small in here, like literally I would say if I stood you could probably get like 4 of me in a square comfortably. And they very kindly also sent over some racking. So when you buy a greenhouse, obviously it doesn't come with any of the racking because some people just want to grow straight from the ground in it and other people want it for seedlings. I am doing a bit of both. So we're in May, obviously, so it's a very pivotal time. A lot of stuff was sown in April, so in May I've got a bunch of stuff coming up, but this is what the greenhouse looks like, and then I'll take you outside and show you the allotment. So once you come into my plot, we have then got the greenhouse here, and I'm going to stand all the way back to try and show you. But this is what it looks like. Can you see how cute this is? It's got a sliding door here that just slides along, and then Dad actually installed this little thing just to hold the door shut, because in the wind we do find that it flinged open. So you can open the door and close it like that. And then I've got no flooring in it currently, I've just got wood chip down. But as you come in over this side, you've got my growing space. I've just got a couple of these grow bags over here, and then I've got a couple of these long planters of which I'm going to have cucumbers in. So I say I'm going to have cucumbers. I've actually got one cucumber going so strong, and I came in this morning and look, I've already got a flipping cucumber. I've got 2. So I've got that one on the go, and I've got this obelisk up the top. This is from Home Bargains, but I think I'm going to take this out and replace it with a cane. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then over here, I just bought the other day, I could not resist it, another cucumber plant, and this is the crystal lemon one. So it looks like little lemons really, but it tastes like a cucumber. It doesn't have a lemon taste. And then as I said, we've got the grow bags here. I think I'm going to have one grow bag this way and then one this way when it comes to planting out. And I've already got up here, Dad also installed some hooks so I can string across some string so the tomatoes can grow up the string. And then if we come round to the other side, I have got a little window here. This is so handy. So obviously on the hot days I leave it wide open, and then obviously on the cold days you can completely shut it as well. So that is here, and then here is the shelving. So this is also from Aosom, the shelving. They're just little bamboo shelves. You can use them in the house, or I'm using them in here. And as you can see on the shelves, I've got some seedlings. These are all tomatoes I sowed from seed. They're all the same variety of a seed that I picked up in Naples. It's a Pomodoro tomato, so a little yellow one. I don't actually remember the name. It's on the packet at home and it's all in Italian. But to be honest, I'm quite excited for the surprise. And then actually I've just realised over here, I picked this up from the garden centre the other day because I couldn't help it. This is the Beefmaster F1 tomato. I just decided to get one plant of the big tomato because I've only got lots of little ones. And I imagine I would like to grow more varieties, but I didn't quite realise how successful everything was going to be here. I'm going to have just loads of pomodoros. It seems silly to waste them. I'm going to give a bunch of these away as well to some family members. Plus, I've already given Nan and Grandad about, I don't even know how many was there. about 10 plants as well that I've grown. Like they were so successful. And then in the top here, this is looking a little bit sad, but these are some of my courgettes. Oh my gosh, that one is literally about to flower. Okay, I need to get these in some pots. So I didn't water these. These look very sorry for themselves. I've got a few different courgettes. So I've got the all green bush, I've got the black beauty, and I also sowed some butternut squashes, but they're at home. I also have one more variety of courgette, which is the ball ones. So I'm going to have tons of courgette this year. Again, I plan to give away a couple that I've got at home, but I've left those dry because I brought some bigger pots because I need to pot them on, and also some compost. I got this from Aldi, £3.49. That's such good value. I've also bought this one before, which is from Poundland, which is £3.50 as well. But I went to Poundland and they didn't have any in stock. So yeah, got that from Aldi. So we'll see how that goes. And then once you step out of my greenhouse, as you can see, I've got a little patio here. These are just a couple of old deck chairs that my nan and gramp gave me because they were getting rid of them. So I've put them here, and then this is like a big tree trunk. It was just here when I got the allotment, so I use it as a little table. I then have my shed, which we did install as well. I actually bought this off of a friend. He had a new build house and it came with a new shed, and he was doing a renovation of his garden and landscape, and he didn't want a shed, so I bought this off of him. We dismantled it, brought it here. I say we, it was me involved, but you know, my dad, absolutely amazing, as you've seen from the previous clips of putting up this greenhouse. Over in the corner here, this needs a good paint now, and it needs a little bit of TLC, but I've got my little hedgehog house. I didn't have any hedgehogs this year, unfortunately, but hopefully next year I'm going to give the house a spruce up, then they might want to come. If you're wondering what all of this cardboard is, I'm just waiting to get one more piece of cardboard to put down there, and then I'm putting down a weed membrane, and I'm putting some more wood chip, because basically these areas get really, really weedy. I've got the wood chip in there, as you can see, so it's just a job that needs to be done. I probably will do that before I go away on holiday, because I just want it done, because my parents are going to come down to water everything, but I just want the weeds to be as suppressed as possible. It was honestly the best thing I did over here. Anyway, there's the greenhouse again. I absolutely love this. Aosom have actually given me a discount code, which I'm going to pop up on the screen. This is for all of Aosom. You don't have to use it just on the greenhouse. You could use it on the shelves. You could use it on anything on their website. So all the information is in the screen. And like I said, I will show you that planter I also got at home in the garden. In fact, I'll put a clip in over here, because that means I will definitely remember to do it. So they sent this lovely little raised planter, and it's almost got like a built-in greenhouse. So if you're struggling with space and you do not have the space for a full-on greenhouse, I am so excited to have this little raised planter. You could completely grow the tomatoes in there. In fact, I'm considering putting some in there and then comparing to see how they grow against in the greenhouse. So there is the greenhouse, and then I have got a few beds. Now they're not raised beds, but this is my little half allotment plot. How sweet, right? I find that they're always a mess no matter what you do. I honestly am down here tidying all the time and ignore the amount of stuff everywhere. It has looked a lot nicer, but if you follow me over on Instagram, I do share it over there quite a bit when I'm down here. In this first bed, I have got onions. I grew onions here last year and they did really well. And honestly, they are doing incredible. They are doing so well. So I've got some red onions over here, and then these are white onions. I did put some garlic in along here, but that hasn't actually come up, so I've got a free space there. And then these are just a little sowing of some, I think it's the poached eggplant I put here. And if you're wondering, poached eggplant looks like this, so you can see why it's called a poached eggplant. Then over here, I actually inherited this rhubarb when I took on this plot, and when I tell you that this is the most incredibly large and productive rhubarb, I don't do anything to this, and it gives me, I've already given 3 people a humongous bunch of it, because it just keeps producing. Look at those stems. There is so many in there. The ironic thing is I don't even like rhubarb, so everybody else gets to benefit. Oh, I've just noticed my gladioli are coming up over here. Can't really see it, but this little shard there and this little one here, they're gladioli. Oh, and there's another one there. I genuinely thought these guys didn't make it, so that's exciting. Over here you can see I've got the weed membrane down. Honestly, I just don't really know what to do with this little space here. I was going to put a couple more raised beds. I then was going to put my compost bin. I really don't know yet, so for now I'm just leaving that down to keep the weeds to a minimum, because basically this is literally growing grass back. Like, I hoed over all of this, made it like the same as over there, and it came back within a matter of weeks. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that area. I might just let it be grass and, like I said, put another couple of beds in. These little beds, I got them from Wix's. They were like £18 each. They're brilliant. Over here, I have got a spare bed. I did sow some carrots down here, but I think with the amount of weeds I get in the allotment, it's really difficult with carrot seedlings because I can see that some have come up. I can't really see where. I think there you are. There are a couple of carrot seedlings, but like that is a weed, and like that is a weed. Oh, the sun's come out. That is a weed. And do you know what I mean? I just can't. If I sit here, I'd be here all flipping day. So I don't know if I'm gonna still do my best with this. But yeah, there's literally like a carrot seedling and then a little bit of grass weed, and it's literally micro weeding. Also, I don't know if you can see that, but my plot suffers a lot with ants. Like, I've got loads and loads of ants nests. They tend to be pretty harmless. Once I dig it up, they just go crawling off and go deeper into the soil. It shouldn't really affect your crops. Over here, these 3 beds are all empty. They're waiting. I think I'm going to put courgettes in one of them. I've got corn at home sowed for another one. Like, literally everything that's going in these beds is still, I'm trying to get them as large as possible in pots before I put them in, because slugs. Last year there were so many slugs, but obviously with it being so dry this year, we're having a little bit more luck, but I'm still going to leave them till they're the biggest. And then I've got this like fruit cage thing, but it needs a bit of renovation, and obviously I'm not bothering tying it up or anything because I've got nothing growing in there. Then around here, I'm so excited to show you guys this. So I grabbed a few plug plants when I was it the range? I think it was the range the other day, and I put these in and I did not expect the amount of success that come up. Look at my pak choi. These are also not as good as they used to look. So I'm going to pop the photo in the screen here. Honestly, I cannot believe I've given, again, like 3 or 4 people bunches of this harvest. In fact, 4 people have had bunches of this harvest. And with pak choi, you can sow it as a whole plant. Like when you buy it in the shops, you'll see it as a whole plant. But you can also just rip off the leaves from the outside. So it's like a cut and come again. So yeah, look how lovely. They're still producing. They're still giving me loads of pak choi. And then over here is the kale. I need to do a whole bed of this next year. This has been delicious. I'm actually taking some home tonight to have. I'm going to do a turkey breast joint and then shred that up with some kale and put it in pasta. And I'm really, really excited about it. But yeah, these leaves are absolutely stunning. And like I said, I've already had some of this on toast with poached eggs, fried up with a bit of garlic. Oh my gosh, the satisfaction level. This is why I love gardening. The satisfaction level that you get from picking something that you have grown with your own hands. Granted, these were plug plants, but that was just because I was being impatient. I have actually grown kale at home from seed on my own. But the level of satisfaction you get eating it, and especially when you've just picked it so you know it's so fresh, is honestly amazing. And then pretty much to conclude the tour, I have got this whole big section here. Now last year I put some pumpkins in the end there. I didn't have this archway. I have literally just put this up. It's from Temu, and I've also put around it loads of chicken wire, because that's the only problem with these archways, is they're obviously not large enough for plants to sort of grab on the way they are. They need something to grab onto it. So the one at home, I've put some string, and this one I had some chicken wire. So I've put that up, and I'm hopefully going to train some little pumpkins up over this archway, which would be so sweet. And I'm actually going to get another archway and put it behind, because I would like one with baby boo pumpkins, which is the little white ones, and one with the Jacoby little pumpkins as well. Again, I don't know how pumpkins are going to do around here, because I think we've got quite a lot of squirrels. So I will need to put the pumpkins in a bag once they start fruiting. Like, you can put the little veg bags on. And then, like I said, over here we've got all these 4 beds really, excluding the carrots, that are completely free, ready and waiting for the stuff at home that I'm growing to get big enough. I've got a little TARDIS over here. This is just a composting bin. So I just chuck a few things in there, and then eventually compost will come out. And then finally, the only last thing to show you is all of these plants, and these are potatoes. So I put these guys in. They were actually from Home Bargains for £1, which was these 3 along there, and then all these other ones are self-seeded from where I did potatoes last year. I obviously forgot to dig certain ones up, and they have just started growing again. So I'm just letting them grow, and I'll just go around it. Only problem is I don't know if they're main crop, first earlies or second earlies, and that's going to be an issue. These ones over here I know are first early, so I can take them up pretty much once I get back from holiday. They should all be good, and we will have some potatoes. And that is my allotment plot. So yeah, I feel like I've just shared a separate life with you guys. This is where I come once, like today I've edited all day. It's about 5, nearly 6 o'clock at night now, and I've edited all day, and I just love coming down here to get away from the house. When you work from home, it's really nice to have somewhere else to go. Don't get me wrong though, an allotment plot is a lot of hard work. Like, the amount of stuff that I've achieved in the short 12 months I've been here has been down to the fact that I've got amazing parents and people who help, because if I had to do all this on my own, trust me, it would not look like this. The weeding and everything is so time consuming. Something I would like to change is actually the pathways. As you can see, they're all grass, but the problem is because these are not raised beds, I can't really put weed membrane down. It would still look a complete mess. It's also really uneven, and then obviously I couldn't put wood chip because it would go into the beds. I would need to raise the beds up, and then that's just getting expensive. There's lots of wood involved, obviously time, and considering I don't know how much longer I'm going to be in my house, and then if I'm going to live in the same area, plus the next house I want to get, I want to have space like this to grow my own stuff anyway, so I wouldn't need an allotment plot. You don't want to invest too much time or too much money, but you also do when you're really into it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, this has been 20 minutes of me chatting along, but I'm going to go ahead now and finish up this video by just doing a little time lapse of me doing some potting on of my courgettes into the bigger pots. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing my allotment, seeing some gardening. Let me know if you want more of these videos. They're something that I would be open to putting in vlogs more often, because I appreciate that gardening's not everyone's cup of tea, but honestly, it wasn't mine 2 years ago, and now I have an allotment plot, and I honestly encourage anyone to grow whatever you can in whatever big or small space you have. I recommend growing veg as well because it's very satisfying. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now with the time lapse, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Ciao.
Be someone else, but summer is over and I'm getting old. Summertime, summertime.